dispute yung sinabi ko na 2025 budget is the most corrupt budget ever passed in the history of Congress.
I am appealing to our members, wag po nating ilihis na patuloy ito na nangyayari. Eh, pwede naman niyang imbitahin. Why do we have to put on motion? Let us not make the investigation personal. Let us all work together so that in the 2026 budget, where we are ongoing the deliberation, let us identify yung mga singit na flood control projects.
Kung isang congressman, sabi nyo kanina kahit sino masagasaan, wala tayong sasantuhin, kahit congressman, kahit senador. Can you show this? Para lang
Yeah,
sabihin hindi
Mr. Chair, with due courtesy.
Wait, I have the floor.
Yeah,
I have the floor.
Yeah,
I have the floor.
No, Mr.
I
Chair.
have the floor.
Yeah, just to, on the
I have the
record,
floor, please.
on the record, Mr.
I
Chair,
have the floor.
he did not refuse to.
I have the floor.
In order to consult my staff whether this 100 billion insertions in the 2025 budget includes ghost projects as mentioned by the President.
Who's saying that we're making it personal? Nothing personal here. It's all about public interest. It's all about truth and accountability. Wala akong personalan dito.
Hindi na po ba ako pwedeng magtanong?
I'm making the-
Kailangan ba yung tanong ko, ipaalam ko kay Congressman Marcoleta? Ano po ba ang kinakatakutan ni Congressman Marcoleta sa mga katanungan ko?
Okay? So nagsisimula po ito sa Engineering District at pagkatapos po ito'y pinapadala sa mga regional offices for
That's
consolidation.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Pagkatapos po ay paradala to sa Central Office.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Particularly sa Planning Office ng
That's correct,
Department of
Your Honor.
Public Works. Consolidate po ito including all the regional offices and central offices expenditures program. Tama po?
Yes, correct.
Pagkatapos po ito ipadadala sa DBM.
That's correct, Your Honor.
At ang DBM po ang magko-consolidate nito. At ito po ay ipapasa sa Office of the President at aprobahan ng Gabinete.
Tama po, Your Honor.
Dito po nabubuo yung National Expenditures Program.
Tama po, Your Honor.
Pagkatapos po, ito po ay ipidadala sa Congreso, sa House of Representatives. Tama po?
Tama po, Your Honor.
At ito po ay magiging General Appropriations Bill.
Tama
Gab.
po, Your
At magkakaroon po ng mga hearings at magkakaroon po ng mga amendments, errata. Tama po, no?
Tama po, Your Honor.
Based on consultation with representatives, based on consultation with the Committee on Appropriations. Tama po yun.
Tama po, Your Honor.
At pagkatapos po, ito ay aprubahan on second reading.
Tama po, Your Honor.
At dito na po magtatapos ang papel ng Department of Public Works and Highways at ng DBM. Tama po?
Tama po, Your Honor, sa House of Representatives.
Pagkatapos po, pag na-aproba sa second reading, meron pong small committee, ang Committee on Appropriations, para po pag-aralan yung mga individual amendments ng mga representatives. Tama po ba sa inyong pagkakaalam?
Tama po, Your Honor.
At pagka ito po ay na-aprobahan on second and third reading, ito po ay padadala sa Senado.
Tama po.
At magkakaroon po tayo ng BICAM. At yung BICAM po ang siya pong magpa-finalize kung ano man mga amendments na pag-aagrihan ng both representatives of the House of Representatives and the Senate. Tama po.
Your Honor.
Noong 2023, 2024 at 2025 budget, nagkaroon po ng malaking pagbabago mula sa budget ng DPWH na isinabit nyo sa Kongreso. Tama po ba yan?
Tama po, Your Honor.
Kung matatandaan nyo po, gaano po kalaki yung mga pagbabago na ito? Dito na lang po tayo mag-concentrate sa 2025 budget. Magkano po yung pinopose nyo at magkano yung naaprubahan na budget ng DPWH?
Ang natatandaan ko po, Your Honor, the National Expenditure Program ng DPWH for 2025 was at level of 900 billion. What came out of the General Appropriations Act is 1.088 billion, Your Honor.
Meaning, gaano po kalaki yung nadagdag?
1.088 trillion, Your Honor.
Gaano po kalaki ang nadagdag?
Ang nadagdag is 188 billion, Your Honor.
At sa nadagdag po na 188 billion, ito po yung mga infrastructure projects. Tama po.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Sa pagkakaalam nyo, saan kumuha ng mga program of works? Paano nakapagdagdag ang House of Representatives at ang Senate dito sa mga proyekto na ito? Galing po ba ito sa DPWH, yung mga programa na ito?
Ayan na, hindi maliwanag po, Your Honor.
So ito po ay ginawa ng BICAM without your knowledge.
Wala po.
So makakaalam lang po ng mga insertion na ito ay particularly yung BICAM, the Senate Committee on Finance and the Committee on Appropriations of the House of Representatives. Tama po ba yan?
Well, as far as we know, Your Honor, that will be the product of the Bicameral Conference Committee, Your Honor.
Thank you. Yun na lang po ang aking at Mr. Chair, I would like to move that in order to clear up things, to clarify matters, we should invite the chairman of the Committee on Appropriations in the last Congress, in the 19th Congress, and the chairman of the committee, Congressman Saldico and former Senator Grace po. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Second.
Second, Mr. Chairman. Before Secretary Bonoan leaves, I would like to ask a question. I'm supposed to ask this question.
Wait. So, excuse me.
Yes, Your Honor.
There's a motion po muna.
Motion. I seconded the motion. I thought it was already.
But I don't think Secretary Bonoan will leave as yet.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I seconded the motion of the Honorable Irise, Your Honor.
Can we restate the motion, please?
Mr. Chair, I move to that this committee invite the chairman of the Committee on Appropriations and the chairman of the Senate Committee on Finance in the last Congress, na 19th Congress, para malaman po natin kung paano, ano yung talagang storya, bakit nadagdagan ng mahigit 100 bilyon at saan nila kinuha yung mga programa na yon na idinagdag sa pantalang sinasabi po ni Secretary Bonoan na hindi naman po sila yung nagbigay ng mga programa na ito. Alam niyo po, especially on flood control projects, kung malalaking proyekto ito, dapat po mayroong mga environmental compliance certificate. So, mahalaga na malaman natin saan galing ito. So, ang nakakaalam lang po yun dito, si former Senator po at si Congressman Saldico, sapagkat yung mismong pagpoproseso ng mga insertions na ito ay nanggaling sa kanilang mga tanggapan. And I'm sure, yung mga opisina nila, yung staff nila, sila nakakaalam. Dahil sila yung nagproseso nitong mga insertions na ito.
Mr. Chairman,
I seconded
I would like to second. Yes, Your Honor. May I? I would like to second the motion. I would like to explain why. You know, last August 4, I delivered a privileged speech questioning the, I think, mangled beyond recognition 2025 budget, and I was very specific on the automatic appropriations. Almost ang daming ginalaw. So hindi lang yung program appropriation, new general appropriations ang ginalaw pa yung program. In fact, towards my ending statement, I have said that 2025 budget is the most corrupt budget ever passed in the history of Congress. Sinabi ko yan. You know what? Nung araw sa time namin, pag may nag-mention sa previous budget, yung former chairman, tatayo kagad yan sa plenary. Magsasalita, question of privilege, individual and collective privilege, i-explain kung anong nangyari. Mr. Chairman, August 4 ako nagsabi, 2025 budget is the most corrupt budget. Hanggang ngayon, wala akong narinig na denial man lang sa previous chairman o sa previous members ng committee. Does this mean na hindi nila kaya i-dispute yung sinabi ko na 2025 budget is the most corrupt budget ever passed in the history of Congress? So I second that motion, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, I am objecting on the motion. I am objecting on the motion. Mr. Chairman,
You want to
I would like to know the reason why, because I would like to find out if we're going to invite them here, are they resource speakers or they are members of the House of Representatives? Are we going to ask them questions? Are they going to answer it? We'd like to find out.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair, we
May
move
I?
for a few minutes suspension.
Mr. Chairman,
Chairman.
Move to suspend, Mr. Chair.
there's a pending motion by
Session suspended.
Congressman Arrese.
Mr. Chairman, there's
I second.
Chairman.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Congressman Iris has the floor, and I asked him to.
Yeah, but Mr.
I'd be
Chair, I
allowed
was
to make a
listed since
manifestation.
this committee assumed.
We recognize her first.
Yeah, and with due courtesy, boss, andali lang. With due courtesy to the Honorable Chanco, very quickly, I just really need to go. I just really need to go for a personal matter. Mr. Chair, with due courtesy to all my colleagues, kanina lang ay tinanong ni Congressman Shell Jokno at ni Congressman Secretary Laila de Lima na hindi ba pangit na meron tayong committee ba and we might be investigating our colleagues? That's precisely the reason, Mr. Chair, why we are all here because of our oversight powers. Yes, tutumbukin yan by the third-party investigators, and if there are cases, let cases be filed against the personality. Pero ang punto ko lang, Mr. Chair, I am appealing to our members, wag po nating ilihis na patuloy ito na nangyayari. Nagbago na ang chairman ng Committee on Appropriations, nangyayari pa rin. And tila ako, nung pag-aral ko ng 2026 proposed NEP, merong mga napasok na flood control projects na hindi nang galing sa baba. Mr. Chair, with due courtesy to my colleagues, yes, tumbukin natin later ang Committee on Appropriations, but for now, we have the officers that resigned. I'm not sure if it is already accepted, officials of the Department of Public Works and Highways. We need to know paano ito nangyayari. And also, Mr. Chair, if I move forward, the intent of this committee is to exercise of oversight powers to put in and instill measures para hindi na maulit. Instead of focusing on a single situation, as reiterated, as conveyed by my very good friend, Congressman Ungab, baka pwedeng, we can invite them. We can invite a colleague who is not a member of the 4 committees. So the former chairman of the Committee on Appropriation is not a member of all the committees here. Eh, pwede naman niyang imbitahin. Why do we have to put on motion? Let us not make the investigation personal. Let us all work together so that in the 2026 budget, where we are ongoing the deliberation, let us identify yung mga singit na flood control projects, yung mga cat's eye na nandiyan pa rin at hindi pa rin natatanggal. Let us do our job by putting a permanent seal to all these anomalous things. With that, Mr. Chair, may I appeal to my colleagues? Yes, let's invite the personalities mentioned. Let's do away with motions and divisions of the House because we are losing focus. Balikan natin, ano bang iniimbestiga natin? Na mapunta ang pera ng taong bayan sa tamang proyekto. Na mapuntahan ang investigasyon sa dapat na mga baguhin, that we have a new secretary, that we will be helping him, maybe put everything in place, all the safety measures, at yung mga admin orders, executive orders na nandiyan dyan, tanggalin na natin while we are all here. So again, Mr. Chair, may I repeat my appeal. The focus of our investigation is to nip the bud, putulin ang ugat para hindi na ulit tumubo. And with that, Mr. Chair, let's move forward to the interpellators that have signified their intention to ask questions. And I believe the Honorable Erice, as I earlier talked to him, is amenable to inviting a colleague. Kung hindi dumating, then let's discuss that. But is that the solution? Because any member of Congress will change, any committee chairman will change. But if the root of the cause of all of this will not be nipped, paulit-ulit pa rin itong mangyayari.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Chanco, then Congresswoman De Lima, please.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yun na nga ang problema, no? Nung unang ginawa to, I was against it. How can we investigate ourselves? That is the primary question. So kung ang isang congressman, sabi nyo kanina kahit sino masagasaan, wala tayong sasantuhin, kahit congressman, kahit senador. Eh kung ang congressman hindi pa pwedeng maging resource person at hindi natin pwedeng pa-testify under oath, eh di ibig sabihin sa usapang to, exempted ang congressman. So paano tayo mag-iimbestiga? Paano tayo tutuloy? Number 1. Number 2, Mr. Chair, here is the USB. Sinasabi, paano nagkaroon ng insertion? Under the name of Congressman Saldico, ang insertion sa BICAM as proponent siya is 13,803,693,000. And we do not want to invite him as a resource person.
Mr. Chair, sorry.
Comsec, can you show this? Para lang sabihin hindi ako
Mr. Chair, with due courtesy.
Wait, I have the floor.
Yeah,
I have the floor.
Yeah,
I have the floor.
No, Mr. Chair.
I have the floor.
Yeah, just to, on the
I have
record,
the floor.
on the record, Mr.
I
Chair,
have the floor.
we did not refuse to
I have the floor.
Chair,
Suspend.
motion to suspend.
Mr.
Suspended to the previous motion. I think there are particular details on how we would want to dispose of the motion, particularly because the subject of the inquiry today are specific projects. And this is something we understand that budget implementation, budget preparation is within the context of implementation of infrastructure projects. But I think we would want to focus on the specific projects that have been inspected by the President today. The further that we delay discussions on the matter, I think the public will be more frustrated with Congress. No. So, what is the pleasure of Congressman Erice, Your Honor?
Mr. Chair, if that's the case, I would like to defer my motion because I would like to consult my staff kung itong mga 100 billion na insertions sa 2025 budget ay may mga nakasamang ghost projects as the President had mentioned in his revelations. So, ito-consult ko kung wala po dito, I will withdraw my motion. Pero kung meron, I will insist on my motion. So, Mr. Chair, I would like to request to defer my earlier motion.
Thank you, Commissioner Reese. The motion is deferred.
Mr. Chair.
Just a point of order, just a
Mr. Chair.
inquiry from the movant. So when he moves for the deferment of his motion earlier, he's not really withdrawing the motion. Do I take it correctly?
As I said, Mr. Chair, I am not withdrawing my motion. I'm just deferring my motion to, in order to consult my staff whether this 100 billion insertions in the 2025 budget includes ghost projects as mentioned by the President. So, in order to be fair to this committee.
Isn't it? I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, but I have to raise this. Isn't it, with due respect to our colleague, the senior minority leader, you were actually mentioning about the BICAM earlier. And really, that's supposed to be part also of my questions later. Nobody has ever seen, or as far as I know, the BICAM committee report for the 2025 GA has not been released, but I've seen a copy. So there are a lot of questions there. And the only ones who can really explain those things, because there's an unprecedented cuts and insertions. 373 billion, I understand. I consulted certain budget experts. So, ang pananaw ko po, paano tayo makaka-move on sa pag-inquire nitong mga individual projects, insertions, etc., kung hindi pa natin nalalaman ano ang nangyari sa BICAM noong 2025. And therefore, ang makakasagot nun, just information, would be the two chairs of both panels, the House and the Senate, in that BICAM. I'm not saying that my colleague, my distinguished colleague, would have no discretion to make a deferral of this motion. It's just that, doon po sana rin ako tutuloy sa punto na yon. We have to understand what happens sa BICAM. And makakasabi sa atin yan, yung report mismo, na hindi pa nakikita ng karamihan, and testimony as resource persons of those in the know. And that refers to both chairs of the APRO Committee of the House and the Finance Committee of the Senate. So it's just a form of a manifestation. At gusto ko lang pong sagutin ng konti yung punto ni the Honorable Congresswoman Garin was saying something, let's not make it personal. Who's saying that we're making it personal? Nothing personal here. It's all about public interest. It's all about truth and accountability. Wala akong personalan dito. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, if I may, Mr. Chair, because I'm listed
We would
as the
want to
first
recognize-
interpolator, may I appeal to my colleagues? If I may be able to proceed to my line of questioning, I will pursue the line of questioning of the Honorable Ega Erice, and I fully respect the context of the statements of the Honorable Laila de Lima. With that, Mr. Chair, may I appeal that I be recognized as the
Yes,
first.
please proceed.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair. Maraming
Mr.
salamat
Chair.
po sa ating
Point
mga
of order.
kasamahan. Mr. Chair, may I
Point of order,
ask,
Mr. Chair.
because the...
Point of order, Mr. Chair.
Yes, what is your point of order?
Yes, no, I just want to inquire because ang rules na po natin is minority, independent, and majority.
No, I don't think there's a rule like that.
So, kailan po ang term ng independent?
Sorry?
Kailan po ang term ng...
After the majority.
So, ang rule ng committee na to is minority, majority, independent?
Yes po.
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Chair.
Maraming salamat din. Kong Toby.
Congressman Flores, please.
Yeah, Mr. Chair. The former Secretary Bonoan is actually asking that he be excused, Mr. Chair, as there is going to be a turnover for the DPWH with the new Secretary, Mr. Chair.
Yes, I understand.
With the undertaking that he will come back and in the next scheduled hearing, Mr. Chair.
Just
Mr.
finish his
Chair,
interpellation, then he can.
Precisely the reason that I want to move forward, because the subject of my interpellation will be answered by the Honorable Bonoan. Yeah, very quickly, Mr. Chair, kung pwede lang po sana. I only have 5 minutes.
If we do allow that, Mr. Chair, then we would have to allow everyone to ask questions to Secretary Bonoan.
But Secretary Bonoan is time bound, no? So we just let her finish, then Secretary Bonoan can basically go.
Maraming salamat, sir. Maraming salamat, Kong Flores. So, Mr. Chair, kanina nga, may mga natanong si Sec Laila, may mga tanong si Kong Erice. May I ask from the Secretary of the Department of Public Works and Highways,
Former po.
the former Secretary, can you give us a very brief flow of how projects are listed in the National Expenditure Program?
Your Honor, the process is, it starts from the engineering districts, in consultation with various sectors.
Point of order, Mr. Chair. Sorry to interrupt. Hindi po kaya nabanggit na po ni Secretary Bonoan yung tanong po ni Congresswoman Garin sa pagtatanong po ni Congressman Erice. This is just a duplication of the question propounded by Congressman Erice.
But I think we have to give her the honor of asking the questions.
Even if it's a repetition of what was asked
Mr. Chair,
earlier.
what rule did my question violate? May I appeal to our colleagues? Magrespetuhan tayo. Kung tiyempo nyo naman, pwede kayong magtanong. I gave that preliminary question because I'm moving to the next question.
This is a point of order po.
What law did I violate in asking a question, Mr. Chair? Hindi na po ba ako pwedeng magtanong?
I'm making the-
Kailangan ba yung tanong ko ipaalam ko kay Congressman Marcoleta?
Binanggit ko lang po na natanong na po kasi ni Congressman Erice yung pong katanungan ng ating
That's why, Mr.
mambabatas.
Chair, I mentioned that my questions is in line with the question of Congressman Erice. That's why I'm setting the premise. Let's move forward, Mr. Chair. Sayang ang oras na hinihinto natin ang investigasyon na ito.
If the premise was laid already, why do we have to repeat it?
Because, Mr. Chair, I have my time. I'm laying down my premises of ano po ba ang kinakatakutan ni Congressman Marcoleta sa mga katanungan ko?
Wala po.
Then
Wala
let me
po.
proceed, Mr. Chair.
Natin
It's my time.
Kailangan itirin po natin ang oras. Di po ba?
Oras ko po ang kinakain ng mga tanong ko. And Mr. Chair, may I move that my time be sent back to point zero?
Yes, let the Deputy Speaker proceed, please. Thank you. For giving the floor to Congressman Chanco, Secretary Bonoan will be going to his turnover at the department, so we will have to excuse him at this point.
Yusek Cabral and other Yuseks will stay behind to answer the questions of the members, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Secretary Bonoan.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, may I interject as to this is very important, just one question. This is in relation to the
To whom po?
uh,
Who are you going to ask the question to?
no, our one contractor, it's in relation to what Secretary Bonan said a while ago. This connection to what Secretary Bonan said a while ago. As to the question of the Congresswoman from Iloilo. Just one question, Mr. Chair. Is there
Wait, but
objection?
let Secretary Bonoan leave first.
Yeah. Pwede na? Very quick, very
Just
quick.
one question because Congressman Chanco.
Yes, very quick. Mr. Chair, may this representation know if SYMS, as mentioned by Secretary Bonoan, as to the Ghost Project in Bulacan, are they around?
They're absent.
SYMS?
Their Sims is absent.
Seems it's absent. All right, that's all, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you. Congressman Chanco, you have the floor.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, kanina po pinag-uusapan yung insertion, tinanong po kung ano yung mga natanggal sa 2025 budget at kung ano yung mga naipasok, no? Kaya po, pabor sana ako dun sa motion ni Congressman Erice na imbitahan talaga ang dating former chairman ng Committee on Appropriations, si Congressman Saldico, dahil kahit dun sa small committee, wala kang naibigay na report, no? And for the record, under Congressman Saldico as proponent, ang insertion sa BICAM is 13,803,693,000, no? Under Ako Bicol, it's 2,295,000,000, and under BHW party list, it's 2,064,000,000 pesos. So ang point ko lang po dito, Mr. Chairman, is mas malaki pa po ito sa mga, even yung 2 billion, mas malaki po ito sa NEP ng ibang mga lugar. So bakit kailangan dumaan sa party list ang mga proyekto para sa distrito? Bakit hindi po binababa sa distrito directly? At ang makakasagot lang po niyan si Congressman Saldico. Okay, next. Anyway, pangalawa po, nakita ko po yung listahan ng invited resource persons. Hindi po ba man natin inimbitahan si Mayor Benji Magalong?
Not for this hearing, Your Honor.
Pero iimbitahan po ba siya sa susunod na pagdinig?
At the future hearing,
Hindi, sa next hearing?
we have to discuss it first.
Because nandito po kanina si Congressman Abante, siya po yung nagsabi na wag naman akusahan yung House at pangalanan kung sino yung tinutukoy. At pumayag naman po si Mayor Magalong na tukuyin pag siya ay inimbitahan ng House kung sino yung tinutukoy niya na pinakamalaki ang nakukuha na 20%. So ang tanong ko po, bakit pa po hindi imbitahan kaagad ng committee para malaman na po natin kung sino yung tinutukoy niya, Mr. Chair?
I think we have a commitment that we will invite him. But the commitment is not on the next hearing. Kasi marami pa po tayong pag-usapan. In fact, gusto natin isa-isahin. Yung mga Sims construction, hindi yung nagpakita. St. Timothy, hindi yung nagpakita. Ito yung alam ng mga tao na gustong malaman yung katotohanan. So, ibig sabihin, we are united with Mayor Magalong on his commitment for against corruption, for him to name the 67 lawmakers, no question. But he will be required in this committee to do it under oath. State 67 lawmakers who are contractors first. Second, lawmakers who are allegedly receiving 30 to 40% kickback. That will come in due time. That is the commitment of this committee.
Hindi, kasi sa sinasabi niya, ang pinakamalaking nakukuha ay yung Committee on Appropriations. So hindi pa ba mas mabuting i-address na po natin? Kasi nandiyan po, si Congressman Abante, nadinig ko po yung interview nyo, sabi nyo po, dapat pangalanan po ni Mayor Magalong. So ayaw nyo bang mag-present ng motion na imbitahan na siya kaagad para pangalanan namin po niya? At sinabi naman po niya na willing naman po siyang imbitahan.
Congressman Abante, you're being asked.
Should I make the motion now?
Better, Mr. Chair, to show na talagang seryoso tayong imbitahan siya.
Palagay ko.
I just have one.
Mr. Chair.
Before speaking, I have one question lang po to Congressman Chaco. Is this part of your interpellation or what is this? Okay. All right.
It's part of my 5 minutes, Mr.
Okay,
Chair.
all right.
And after this, I will have no further questions because this will be my basis of seeing if talagang may pupuntahan tong committee na to o wala. Kung ayaw natin imbitahan si Mayor Magalong sa agarang panahon, medyo magkakaproblema tayo sa credibility niyan.
But I think we have to state for the record as well that in many public forums, Mayor Magalong has labeled the committee as merely a moro-moro committee. So I think the public should look at that as well.
Yes, Mr. Chair, pero sinabi niya, kahit tinawag niyang moro-moro, sinabi naman niya na willing siya magpumarap, di ba? Di tingnan natin kung haharap siya pag inimbitahan natin.
I think...
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Yes, please.
I think we should be sensitive regarding the word moro-moro. May we delete the words because I think it was Kong Zia, who is a Muslim. It was, I think, an affront to the Muslim community.
Yes, I understand it, but that was the exact statement of Mayor Magalong, labeling the committee as moro-moro. We will not remove it from the record, but because that is what he had labeled the committee.
Mr. Chair, just coming it from the members of the committee and saying that it is moro-moro, I think it's quite personal on the part of the members of the committee. But anyway, I will abide by the decision of this committee. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Santos.